Lil, rise and shine.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? We got the day off. Now you can finally have a day to just be a kid and do kid stuff and eat kid food.
And throw rocks at things?
The biggest rocks at the biggest things. I think I heard some of your friends out back at the tavern doing just that.
Oh boy, thanks, Dad. Wait, what's the bad news?
We only got the day off because we have to work the night shift.
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news? Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means, and they're punishing you for it.
That doesn't sound like good news.
Yeah, it's not. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Whoa, what just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Little Guardsman, where today we will do our best to tackle level 5 or day 5 of the game.
Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
All right. So, let's go then. Day off. Oh.
Oh, God, the rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here.
It's quiet once again.
People are sleeping upstairs. Better not.
Okay. Hello.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Aw. Should we go see if Dr. B is, there?
I think I can hear my friends out back. I want to go play.
Alright, fine. Let's go see our friends first. Oh, double clicking makes us go faster, I think. I didn't know that.
Isla, Simon, Lamont, How's it going, guys?
So these are Lil's friends.
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day. Chickenpox? Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning. Sadly, we chucked the last rock in the alley over the fence. Next, well,
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
I kinda need that stuff for my work.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job, and even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'll talk to Garbanzo over there and see.
Alright.
Come on, Lil. Hit up Garby for some loot for us.
Well, let's go. Too bad I missed the rock throwing.
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
I was hoping to do some quick shopping before I have to work the graveyard shift tonight.
Oh, geez, I'd love to help you out, but I can't seem to find the key to my inventory cabinet. I can't open my shop without it.
It's gotta be around here somewhere. You probably just dropped it.
Or maybe one of those small hooligans over there stole it.
Those aren't small hooligans. They're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement, and we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On it.
Alright. Okay, so guys, tell me about this key.
Alright, guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
Wasn't me. I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing.
So that's the way it's gonna be, is it? Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals, so one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Are you a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, cause I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector.
Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we?
So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
Lamont?
It was Simon.
Simon?
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking. But also,
Isla?
Between you and me, I saw Lamont poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth.
Okay.
It was probably him. Oh, he's such a bad boy, but also,
I could make up my mind now or dig a little deeper.
Question further? Lamont?
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
Ooh, he changed his answer. Simon?
okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here. Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see anything.
Isla?
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
Also, he changed his answer when I questioned him a second time, so It was probably him.
So, did you figure out who took my key?
I'm pretty sure I did.
I hate to be a narc, but I think it was.
Lamont.
It was probably Lamont. He's the tough-looking kid with the missing tooth.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Mullet boy! Stay right where you are!
Garby isn't smart or strong or fast. By the time he reached Lil's hooligan friends, they had run off. But Lil had been correct, and startled, Lamont dropped the key as he fled.
Ugh, got the key back, and those hooligans ran off. It's a win-win. Now my shop is ready to open.
Yay!
For helping me out, I'd like to offer you some gold to upgrade one of your tools, or load up on crystals, whatever your little heart desires.
Nice. Ooh. 44 though. We could make it 45. I could just come back after today. And then I'll have 50 and I can upgrade one of the things. Maybe I'll do that. Or should I buy another crystal? It is nice to be able to put lots of crystals into these, but also we don't exactly have a ton of them at the moment. We'll get 3 more when we go to work, I think. So we should be up to like at 7 when our shift starts. And we can place 10. So we could actually use some more crystals too. But I'm going to save for an upgrade, I think. Alright, most of these criminals are part of the notorious Hilltop Gang. Bunch of dorks. Dumpster dive? Sure. Found a power crystal between a pile of chicken bones and a broken vacuum cleaner. Nice. More? Found a yellow power crystal inside a pizza box. As she got out, she heard the sound of many rats filling the dumpster. Okay, danger, danger. Not gonna go in there again. Nice to have some more power crystals though. So, what does this say in daylight? The same thing as it did before. What about this? Same. Okay. So, ditch. Oh, we could go place a bet, huh? Well, this time I'm not sure which team is going to win, so I don't think I'll be placing any bets. Malcolm's office. The dig site. The entrance to the dig site is closed, but there's a note. I have convened a meeting at the Mages Guild. The dig site is closed for the day. Dr. Marquez Beatrix von Matterhorn. But we need to know about the potential side effects to our dad.
Well, that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she was here.
Better not. Weren't we supposed to only use it at the guard shed?
But Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I better just get to my shift before this thing explodes.
Malcolm? What's going on in there? We've already looked at these, I think. Lil knocks, but there's no response. Okay, so I guess there's nothing here for us. I guess maybe if we had put somebody in jail, we could have visited them there. Ooh, hello.
Step right up, one and all, and win some money on the Goblin Ball.
Hello again, Fredo.
Again? I've never seen you before in my life.
But I placed a bet with you on the last game.
Doesn't ring a bell.
The Kalidar Lightning game against the Brawlers. I won some money.
Okay, if you say so. Person I've never seen before. Anyways, you want to make a bet on the game?
Nope.
Suit yourself.
Hello.
Oh, hello, dear. Are you here to watch the Goblin Ball game?
Hiya, Mrs. A. I usually find Goblin Ball too boring to watch, unless, of course, there's a little action on it, if you know what I mean.
I most certainly do. I've got this month's pension check riding on a sure thing tip that's gonna pay out big time.
Ooh, do tell.
You sure seem confident, Mrs. A. Care to share that tip with this underage gambler?
Your father wouldn't be pleased with me, but I'll tell you what. Since I really bet the ranch on this next game, I don't have any gold left to buy my snacks. Would you be willing to help a little old lady buy a large hat made of nacho chips with melted cheese sauce on top? Mama just can't enjoy the game without one.
35. Oh my. Look. If I save it, I can upgrade my, yeah, even if we place a winning bet, we'd only have 9 gold left after this. So we could make like the 9 into 18, but we'd still end up losing money. So nah, nope.
I don't think I should, Mrs. A. Heavily salted food at your age could contribute to what I'm guessing is an already existing heart condition.
Why, you presumptuous little... No matter. I'm sure Fredo will spot me for it. I'll be good for it after my bet comes through anyway.
Alright. And hello?
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Alright. Do we want to go watch the game? Sure.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
See what happens with,
What an
Mrs.
embarrassing
Abernathy?
series of unfortunate accidents for the Sprawl Brawlers! First, Jorbala Pepstein failed to barrel roll out of the way of the Marauders' lightning-fast offensive line. Then, the dynamic duo Edie and Audrey O'Goblin only shaved 12 of the 14.7 seconds off of the time the Brawlers needed to open the Diamond Snorf's cage. It all comes down to the final wagon wheel toss today, folks, and the coach has sent in Sir Warren of Bainbridge, the bad boy of the Brawlers' midfield passive-aggressive line. He's muttering something to himself. He spits. He lifts the wheel above his head. He spins. He spins again. He spins a third time, and it's launched. The Marauders' Weather Wizard can't touch a throw like that, and it's through the posts. The Sprawl Brawlers win.
You could have made some real money. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Okay, Mrs. Abernathy? She's not here. I was hoping I could see whether she won or lost. I guess it's time to go to work though. Yeah, let's go to work. Yep.
What's this? A mysterious present? Perhaps a secret admirer?
Huh. To whom it may concern, your choice of champion for the princess rescue mission was found acceptable. Unfortunately, we haven't heard much from the mage yet, just a lot of squeaks and chirps from his tower. Regardless, please find enclosed a one-time bonus for your proficiency in character evaluation. Ta for now. P.S. My regrets on your nighttime work inconvenience. Councilwoman Ash. A one-time bonus? How much? A free truth spray slot upgrade. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Sweet.
There is no writ for the night shift. However, there is a book labeled Monster Manual sitting in front of Lil. Sure. The Sprawl Monster Manual First Edition. Doppelgangers / Shapeshifters. Frequency, very rare. Special attacks, shape change, sneak attack. Weaknesses, susceptible to physical damage. Alignment, chaotic evil. Size, small to medium humanoid. Okay, so shapeshifter, physical damage. So I guess we should use the whip if we suspect somebody to be a shapeshifter. Does your loved one seem more adult than usual? Maybe they've been replaced by a doppelganger. These monstrous creatures have the ability to superficially assume the appearance of anyone. When dealing with a suspected shapeshifter, show them an item they should recognize. Where possible, show them their child. Show them Jimmy. Note: chemical compounds such as the patented Truth Spray have no effect on what are essentially gelatinous blobs. Yeah, but physical damage though, so the whip? Forest entities, eh? Frequency, rare. Special attacks, stomp and or thwomp. Weaknesses, fire, woodcutter's axes, poorly administered town hall meetings. Alignment, true neutral. Size, climbable. The story of the first transformation from mundane tree to sentient, mobile being is lost to history. These creatures are extremely dangerous, but generally motivated by threats to their territory. The bark of forest entity is often the site of cryptic magical runes and prophetic writings that can be deciphered. Okay, so forest entity use the deciphering ring thingy or the decoder ring. Yeah, that's what it's called. Goblins. Frequency very common. Special attacks none. Weaknesses susceptible to physical injury. Alignment varied. Size small. When the great expansion of the sprawl was undertaken by King Oswin I and then his son King Oswin II, goblins participated as laborers and artisans in the city's construction. In recent times, various crimes and misfortunes have been widely attributed to this group, leading to their decreased presence in public life. Whether or not they have an actual predisposition for crime and mayhem is hotly debated by the High Council and non-human rights groups. Okay, so goblins susceptible to physical injury, so whip there as well. Herring, red, frequency about 50-50, special attacks cause confusion, create conflict where none should exist. Weaknesses, careful consideration, alignment, chaotic neutral, size, small fish to giant and everything in between. Beware the red herring. Its siren's call has led many adventurers to follow the wrong path or to find enemies where none exist. Use your judgment and don't believe everything you hear or see. The temptation to believe a red herring is strong, but be vigilant and you will come out on top. Lycanthropes, aka werewolves, frequency rare, special attacks bestial rage, claws and teeth. Weaknesses silver and the rising sun. Alignment chaotic evil. Size post-transformation equals big AF. Academics are split on whether this affliction is magical or medical. The cursed or afflicted person suffers an attack or bite, and come the first full moon, transforms into a half-man, half-beast killing machine. In most cases, the individual remains blissfully unaware of the transformation, but in some cases they know and desperately seek asylum to save their loved ones from their dark passenger. Okay. Mole people. Frequency common. Special attacks digging, biting when provoked. Weaknesses daylight, non-fatal. Alignment varied, often true neutral. Size small. Long ago, a subset of humans and elves carved out a life lived underground. This evolutionary branch began to change to accommodate their new existence. They became smaller, relying more heavily on their sense of smell and hearing than their soon underdeveloped eyesight. In addition, their hands and fingers became more claw-like because of the digging. While considered disfigured and even monstrous by some, please do not persecute the mole people. They are not to be punted. After all, without mole person labor and digging know-how, the sprawl wouldn't enjoy the world's greatest sewer system. Necromancer. Frequency rare. Special attacks raise undead, miscellaneous spells. Weaknesses their egos. Alignment lawful evil. Size all bodies are beach bodies. Magic practitioners who have broken their codes and oaths and turned to the forbidden arts. Although not illegal, they should be discouraged from entering the sprawl. Note, the Mages Guild would gladly welcome a fallen wizard who has seen the error of their ways back into the fold. However, not one has yet chosen to give up the dark arts once they've tasted that sweet, sweet necromancy. Okay, so necromancer, weakness, ego. So should we ridicule any necromancer we come across? We could try that. And finally, vampires. Frequency, common. Special attacks, change into bat, hypnosis, flight, dental peculiarities. Weaknesses, sunlight, UV, garlic, counting bags of small grains, wooden stakes. Alignment, usually evil but best not to judge a book by its cover. Size, human size. In centuries past, vampires were the stuff of myths and legends, sticking to the shadows and covering up their ghastly deeds in order to remain hidden from the polite society. Recently, as a result of the powerful vampire rights movement led by goth rock icon Vlad Extreme, vampires have come out of the closet and many have become productive members of society. Alright, let's get to it. This should be interesting. Alright, so what are we going to need here then? For the tree thingies, we're going to need the decoder ring. For the change, the shape changers, or the doppelgangers, we're going to need this. And I guess for goblins as well. So am I going to put 2 crystals into this then? Yeah, I think I am. And 2 into the decoder ring. Metal detector. We'll put 1 in there too. Truth spray. I'm kind of tempted to put 2 in here again. X-ray. We'll put 1 in here too. I'm gonna put this into the truth spray. And then the ones that possibly might work, 1 into the X-ray. And then 1 into the metal detector. Yeah, now we have 2 in everything. I think I'm going to go with this. Yeah, looks good to me.
Good evening, child. I have not seen you at the post before.
Hello, are you a vampire?
Yeah, you know how it goes. Drew the short straw this time. Burning it at both ends, you know. Just gotta keep on trucking through.
I hear you, working the graveyard shift myself.
Yeah.
You said it.
So, one vampire weakness was counting things. Let's talk to you a bit more.
What did you say your name was, sir?
Heinrich
And last name?
von Pyre.
Von Pyre?
Von Pyre.
Title?
Count.
Your name is Count Heinrich von Pyre?
Yes.
Really?
That's a suspicious name.
Suspicious? Whatever do you mean? I happen to come from a long line of vampires.
I have no doubt in my mind.
And what exactly is your business here?
So, are you,
Running late? Yes, I am. So if you wouldn't mind inviting me in, there is an urgent matter I must attend to.
Did you say invite you in?
Yes, it was an arrangement I had with the guard who normally works this location. An arrangement that, if broken, would be a real pain in the neck, so to speak.
Okay, but why do I need to invite you?
It's just a nice thing that people do for people. Wouldn't you like to be invited into places?
I guess I would.
See, it's a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Let's show him the rice.
Maybe this will loosen your lips.
A bag of rice? You're showing me a bag of rice? Why would you do such a thing? Would you happen to know how many grains of rice there are in that bag?
I don't know, a lot?
Holy crap! Okay, just give it to me. I will count them for you. A bag of rice. I never, in all my years.
Okay, weirdo.
Oops. Count Heinrich one pyre. Maybe you didn't know it, but a vampire is cursed to count every grain of rice in a bag that is given to him. This kept him busy before daybreak. Good job. And obviously no picture because vampire.
Listen, little girl, there isn't much time. You must send me to jail immediately. I pray you don't make me explain any further. We haven't the time.
Okay.
This guy doesn't seem interested in small talk. I better get on with the job.
I mean, the monster manual did say something about, you know, werewolves seeking asylum.
Thank you. Bless you, child. The world is a safer place now.
I really hope you get the help you need.
Werewolf. You observed and understood this man's affliction, lichenism. You made the right decision and quickly. Nice.
Oh my god.
No, little one. Not a god, just an incredibly handsome mortal. People make that mistake all the time. It is I, Prince Phineas, heir to the throne of Petrard.
His wig is a bit askew. But I guess he does sound like the real deal.
I know who you are. I was working the gate when you arrived. I let you in.
And still you mistake me for a god? Well, who can blame you?
Do you have anything to declare? Please say no and just go about your business.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
I declare that I am...
Go on.
What?
You kind of trailed off there?
What?
You said,
I declare that I am.
and then...
Then what?
Okay, and I feel like I'm gonna regret asking, but what have you been doing tonight?
What do you want me to say? Milkmaids? Or what I've been doing with the milkmaids?
Well, we've come this far. What have you been doing with the milkmaids?
I got thrown out for trying to stretch a single into a double.
I just feel sorry for you, man.
Don't pity me, little one. I am a crown prince of the realm.
A sad one. Aren't you here trying to win the hand of Princess Desdemona?
Well, sure I am, but when the Mages Guild throws a party in your honor, boy, do they know how to show you a good time. And you can't stop a fox from stealing eggs, am I right? Huh?
What?
What? What does that even mean?
It means everyone always thought the Sprawl was crazy for being aligned with such an uptight group of old bores. They really know how to show a guy a good time.
No, I meant the thing about the foxes stealing eggs.
Can't stop them, and I'm the fox.
Barf, 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 barf. Good night, Prince Phineas.
That's me. Ha ha.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Now get out of here, you drunk fool.
Oh, all right.
Good evening, my dear.
Mrs. Abernathy, you're out awful late, especially with all these comings and goings about the Sprawl.
And you got a toolbox.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
My dad will sure be glad I've seen at least one familiar face tonight.
Your dad?
Yeah, you know my dad, Hamish.
Oh, yes, Hamish. Your dad, Hamish. Best be getting home to bed.
That's funny. I don't think I've ever heard you call him Hamish before.
Yes, usually I call him your dad.
No, usually you call him Shamish.
Yes, Shamish. Best be getting home to bed.
Ma'am? Do you recognize this?
Something is seriously weird here. Didn't I read somewhere about showing people something familiar? Does this do anything for you?
Oh, yes, it is very nice. Thank you.
That was one of your award-winning bonds, Mrs. Abernathy. You don't recognize it?
Award-winning buns. Don't you recognize it?
You're not Mrs. Abernathy at all, are you? Get out of here, you lousy shapeshifter monster!
Shapeshifter, you tried to show Mrs. Abernathy her own buns, revealing her to be a shapeshifting monster. Well done.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the little girl who works the guard shed. I was hoping we'd meet again. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a rather important meeting to attend.
Have we met before?
And what exactly is this meeting you're attending?
Oh, you were the speaker, weren't you?
If you must know, I was summoned by Praetor Kargan personally. It is a highly confidential matter that doesn't concern you.
Late night slumber party? Watching rom-coms and doing magazine quizzes?
Impudent child!
I'm pretty close, aren't I? Why does Praetor Kargan want to meet with you?
I'm feeling rather generous today, so I will tell you. The Marvog High Council, led by Praetor Kargan herself, are concerned. As ceremonial killings have become more and more common, their numbers continue to dwindle. With that in mind, the Empress reached out to me regarding the practice of necromancy to preserve the life force of some of these brave fallen souls.
And at no point did anyone propose maybe a few less ceremonial killings?
Necromancy made more sense to the Marvog.
Oh, sure.
Nothing happened. With, teasing him. Should I call Lady Ash about this? Ask if we can allow him in? Or should we tease him some more? It did say the ego was a weak point. I think I'm going to tease him some more.
I've told you my business. I've played your game. Why do you continue to bar my access?
Just doing my job.
Yet another example of people in power doing their jobs and trampling the rights and freedoms of the citizenry.
Oh. Well, I mean, if the Praetor has requested your presence and the Praetor is in the city, I guess I'm going to let you in.
Praetor Kargan will be most pleased by this. You actually did your job today. Your parents must be so proud.
My dad, maybe. My mom's dead.
Would you like me to do something about that?
Ugh, just go.
Yeah, we should have probably called Ash. Tyronius at Thanatos. You let the creepy guy into the sprawl, but it's not like you personally started raising animals from the dead at St. Euphigenius. Yeah. He was on legitimate business. Hello?
Oh my god! Are you some kind of scary tree monster?
Yes! Now let me in or I'll thwomp and stomp you!
It did say to use the decoder ring in the monster manual.
I noticed you have something carved on your bark, but I can't quite make out what it says.
Somebody carved it on me when I was a sapling. It was a mistake.
Mind if I try to read it?
Okay.
It reads, to lodge all power in one party and keep it there is to ensure bad government and the sure and gradual deterioration of public morals. Does that mean anything to you?
That was the words of person who came to woods to write. I remember him, Mark Goblin Twain. He was inspiring to Scary Tree Monster. Talked about how to make change in world.
Aww.
And was it through stomping and thwomping?
No, it wasn't. That was Scary Tree Monster's idea. He spoke of change through something called corrupt government systems.
Maybe there's a better way to get people out of your woods. Maybe a more official way.
Are you saying Scary Tree Monster should run for government office to implement real systemic change?
Yeah, why not?
Sure, why not?
Exactly. So, what changes exactly are you here to propose?
And what business would you say you have in the sprawl this evening?
Too many people come through my woods. Too many strangers stomping on our roots and throwing their garbage on us. Me and my brothers and sisters say no more.
I can get behind that. Sure.
That must be really hard on you and the other scary tree monsters.
Not all are scary.
Good to know.
So if people coming through your woods is bugging all of your plant friends, why didn't they all show up? Why just send you?
Plant friends got together and decided Scary Tree Monster should go. Scary Tree Monster was voted the scariest and strongest and can walk pretty well. So he was the one elected to stomp and thwomp.
Makes sense.
Seems like you have a pretty democratic way of figuring things out in the woods.
Yes, but we must still be wary of the tyranny of the majority.
I'm going to let the scary tree monster in. Now that he isn't going to thwomp and stomp anymore.
I believe in you, scary tree monster. I think you'll make a fine governor, or Congress tree, or whatever you end up running for.
Thank you. Now all I need is a snappy campaign slogan.
A vote for me is a vote for a tree?
Aww. I approve of that.
A little on the nose.
Scary tree monster, you diverted the life path of a violent monster towards a life of politics and public service. Vote scary tree monster. Aww.
Hello, I wish safe passage through this gate.
Can do. I'm just gonna need you to lift that hood. Gotta see if you're human or elf or gelatinous blob. We've had all types tonight.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I assure you, I am human. Now please allow me safe passage.
Let's just see what you've got under that hood. Yeah. We'll use the thing that is going to work for sure. What's that?
Whoa, what's with the neck candy? A little out of place for someone dressed so discreetly.
My necklace is none of your concern.
So you stole it.
I did not steal it.
Then it was a gift?
Yes, from my mother.
I wish I got a gift like that from my mom. Only thing I got from her was this hair.
I'm gonna hold on to that if you don't mind.
I'm gonna have to hold on to this just until we can get your story straight.
Yeah.
No, you mustn't.
Maybe you tell me a bit more about you, and then maybe I can give you back your shiny rock on a string.
No, I can't. Fine, keep it. I will return for it another day.
Okay.
Aw, you're no fun. That emerald looked like the real thing. Maybe I should call one of the higher-ups about it.
Alright. So who would know best? Ash? Do we want to get the truth out of her by using truth spray? Or do we want to call Ash? Let's call Ash.
I'm forwarding you to Mrs. Ash now. Please hold.
something about a necklace.
Yeah.
Hello to you, too. Yes, the cloaked woman is rocking some serious neckwear. Silver chain, big green rock.
That is the same necklace that the princess wears. Maybe the princess gave it to her as proof so that she could enter safely and relay a message to me.
Okay.
Let her in immediately and tell Travis he's fired.
Why?
Oh, I tell him that every night. It's our little game. Ta!
I'm still on the call, you know.
Well, we were told to let her in immediately. So I guess that's what we'll do.
I don't know why, but something tells me I should let you enter. Maybe it's the necklace, maybe it's the nothing else you've told me about yourself, but I gotta follow my gut on this one.
Oh, and also Ash told us to let you in.
Thank you. The choice you made here today will not go unrewarded.
Tacos.
What?
Make my reward tacos.
Okay, sure.
Hooray!
Hooded figure. Seems this mysterious lady was hiding a royal surprise. Well deduced, Guardsman. And there may be tacos in your future. Hello?
All right, there. It is done. 62,451! I've counted every single grain of rice in this bag. I also counted 14 bugs, 27 bottle caps, and 1 mouse skull. And you said I couldn't do it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I did it anyway. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, you were just about to invite me into the sprawl.
I'm sorry, but it's almost sunrise, which means my shift is done. You'll have to wait until the next guard comes on duty.
It's almost sunrise? Oh, holy hell, I can't believe I spent another night wasted counting grains of rice! I'll come back tomorrow night.
Why not just wait until the daytime guard comes?
Because I can't.
Why not?
Because I said I can't. I blister in the sun.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
So long, child. Until the next time when you are unfortunate enough to have to work the night shift.
So long, obvious vampire dude.
Alright, we did it. $20 gold again. I guess we can't go shop. Oh, we kind of already did go shopping today. Okay, well, let's go to the tavern and end the day. Well, we'll talk to people first. Hi.
It's you. What are you doing here? Are you here to give me tacos?
No, I've come to reveal my true identity to you.
So, no tacos?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Desdemona.
Oh.
Princess Desdemona? Nah, I knew it all along.
No, you didn't.
Why split hairs?
I'll be taking my necklace back now.
Absolutely. But what about the kidnappers?
There were no kidnappers. I disguised myself and ran away. I'm sorry for all the commotion I've caused. I had to get away to say goodbye to someone important to me before My wedding.
Oh.
I don't understand.
I'm being forced to marry one of the suitors from these two rival kingdoms.
Yeah, that's old news. What I don't understand is why you, a princess, are here talking to me about it. Shouldn't there be more official people that could play therapist?
Like Stryker? Ash? Oh god. Oh, not Malcolm. I know my father had faith in them. When I'm gone, your advisors will help maintain the balance, blah, blah, blah. They want me out of the way so they can control my father's kingdom. They've never been good at listening to what I want or how I want to rule this land. Nobody listens to me.
Sing it, sister.
And now I'm being forced to choose between allying the Sprawl with the kingdom of Petrard or the Marvog Empire.
You mean Phineas the Pompous Prince or Kargan the Praetor Terror?
And it doesn't even matter if I love them or not. At the end of the day, it's strictly politics. Lucky me.
This is the first time in the game I've been okay being 12.
I just want to make the right choice. Tell me, Lil, what do you think of Prince Phineas?
Yeah, I don't know if he's exactly the worst, but, I do have my doubts.
He might look like a prince out of a storybook, but he's not a good dude.
And what about Praetor Kargan? What do you think?
I kinda have my doubts about her too. I mean, well, I like her more than I like Phineas, but, maybe it's just like the Marvog culture in general. I find it a tad too bloody. I'm gonna say I have my doubts there too.
Look, I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't already planning my Halloween costume based on her look. But it sounds like she's got a lot of blood on her hands. I know their ways are different than ours, but come on.
Yeah, as a person, I do really like her based on what I've heard of her. But the culture, a bit too bloody for my taste.
So if you were me and you had the future well-being of the Sprawl in your hands, who would you choose?
Oh my. And we can't make like an outside of the box choice here. We have to choose either one. Or like we have to choose one of them. I'd rather choose Kargan over Phineas. It just seems that the Kingdom of Petrard is pretty unreliable. At least the Marvogs seem honorable and honest.
Thank you for your honesty. I know my advisors have jerked you around, but I also know you don't always do what they say, and I like that. You remind me of, well, me.
Aw, thanks.
And you remind me of me too, if I was rich and beautiful and influential.
Oh, you are influential. You've changed the course of fate more than you know.
Are you saying we're not beautiful?
Don't forget beautiful. I am also beautiful.
The sun's coming up. I must go. I shall put my own heart aside and do what's best for the kingdom.
Aw, I wish we could have told her to do something else, like figure out another way. But I mean, if the wedding's going to be interrupted anyway, we'll see. Count Heinrich von Peyer. Although clearly a vampire, Count Heinrich von Peyer was also a registered chiropractor with a private practice on the outskirts of the rapidly gentrifying Little Ogre Town neighborhood. Being compelled to count every grain in the bag of rice you gave him made Heinrich lose a whole night's worth of business. These missed appointments led to a huge number of negative reviews for his practice, which caught the attention of local school teacher and leader of the Better Business Bureau, Myrna Herkin. The next night, she led an angry mob brandishing pitchforks and torches to his practice's door. Maybe it was the light of the torches reflected in their eyes, but it took just one look for Myrna and the Count to fall madly in love. Or maybe it was the fact that he is a powerful vampire. One of those things. The Count swooped down and lifted Myrna up out of the angry mob. He bit her at least 3 times and made her drink his own blood to facilitate her own vampiric transformation. She left her gig at the Better Business Bureau, and the Count welcomed his new soon-to-be bride into his castle. Now, along with dealing with that pesky Van Helsing fellow who kept trying to kill him, Heinrich also had a wedding to plan. Aww. Werewolf. The afflicted man was safe from the transformative rays of the full moon, and even should he have transformed, the thick iron bars would have protected everyone. Although the good people of the sprawl were safe from the wrath of his curse, the mourner was not spared the aggression of his fellow inmates. Cornering him in the cell, they shanked him with a handmade shiv, leaving him there to bleed to death. Luckily, the shiv was whittled out of a silver spoon, miraculously curing him once and for all of the curse of the beast that had attacked him so long ago. After a fortnight of recovery in the prison's infirmary, the mourner was released back into society. Unfortunately, on his journey back to Scarborough in the Shire of Bessarion, the mourner was attacked by a different werewolf, and suddenly he's cursed again. Seems that if it wasn't for bad luck, this guy wouldn't have any luck at all. Prince Phineas, Crown Prince of Petrarch, Phineas Pomp, stumbled back to his lavish lodgings at the palace. Hungry and drunk, he lit the fire and put on a pot of stew before passing out on the floor. He awoke the next morning, having no memory of how he got home or why his room reeked of burnt stroganoff. But he did remember the rager of a party thrown in his honor by the Mages Guild, and the promises he made to them should he be chosen to marry Princess Desdemona. Shapeshifter. This Mrs. Abernathy was no Abernathy at all. In reality, it was a horrible shape-shifting monster. Running off into the night, the creature assumed a different identity and gained entry in the sprawl at another gate. Once inside the sprawl, we lost track of it. Having the ability to take the form of anyone made it difficult to track, so its whereabouts remain unknown. It was reported later that night that an unusually untalkative Guardsman Cecil was trying to break its way into the sprawl's armory. Being denied entry, Guardsman Cecil apparently screamed in a high-pitched voice and ran off into the night. Be on the lookout, for this creature could be anyone. Ooh. Tyronius at Thanatos. Upon entering the sprawl, Tyronius met Praetor Kargan and her attendants, and divulged some of the secrets of necromancy. This forged a bond between the Marvog Empire and the Mages Guild. In exchange for a number of Erase Dead spells, as well as a commitment for additional ongoing services, the Marvog Empire vowed to align the guild's interests with their own if the praetor is chosen for marriage by Princess Desdemona. So looks like the Mages Guild is going to be coming on top here, no matter which one of the suitors marries Princess Desdemona. Scary Tree Monster. With the dreams of holding political office now planted in the Scary Tree Monster's head, he stomped his way right to the city clerk's office at City Hall and waited for it to open. The next day he obtained the necessary paperwork to run for political office. Unfortunately, Scary Tree Monster didn't know how to read or write. Revealing his illiteracy made the city clerk's receptionist laugh out loud, which angered Scary Tree Monster so greatly that he proceeded to thwomp her into oblivion. When the city clerk showed up, finding no receptionist, they hired Scary Tree Monster on the spot to fill the role as their political aide. Scary Tree Monster was now a small cog in the political machine and would no doubt rise in the ranks to one day hold the title of councillor, or dare we say mayor? Princess Desdemona. When Princess Desdemona returned to the castle, she refused to answer any questions regarding her whereabouts. She immediately issued a royal decree to cut funding to any active rescue missions, and to put an end to the antiquated practice of choosing rescuers via flashy game shows. As she lay in bed that night, she reflected on the little guardsman's advice. She knew that her decision would irreversibly alter the fate of the sprawl, and the fate of every soul who called it home. Ooh, intriguing. I wonder what happens next.
And although the princess has come home, she is still remaining quiet on where she was during her missing time, but frankly, I do not care. She's got that look at me, I'm back attitude, and it reflects in her style. You know it. She was seen returning to the castle rocking those possibly was kidnapped leggings, all while sporting a I might have just run away and ran out of money hooded cloak. What do you think she's gonna be wearing at the wedding? No idea, but no doubt it will complement her chosen spouse's home kingdom. That's right. Princess Desdemona has finally made her choice, and it's Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I knew it was going to be them. It was the obvious choice from the get-go. So obviously obvious. So long, Prince Phineas Pomp of the Petrard Kingdom. You just didn't make the cut. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Bye.
Nah.
Bye.
So I guess that was just going to go on forever. Or seemed.
So, she made her choice. Her life is filled with intrigue, and I feel like I am now somehow intertwined with her fate's path.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
Oh well, off to go see what the gang's up to.
Yeah. We'll do that in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. If you liked this video, please leave it a like. I would really love that. And also, please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I will see you again next time.